Hello there and welcome on into the FIFA E-Nations League featuring eFootball here on the console version of the competition, and I am personally very excited here. We've got week number 3. We're of course going to be bringing you the action from Group B, of course following along Wales for this evening's entertainment. Very excited actually to see how things go. We've got a very difficult group coming up ahead of us and a very difficult set of criteria as well in order to qualify through, because of course you do need to get inside of the top 2 in the group to qualify through here. As we take a little look at that group, of course we've got Italy, North Macedonia, Bulgaria and Slovakia in this group here for eFootball. So doesn't seem like a very easy group. Not particularly sure about a lot of these teams. How are they going to perform? What are they going to bring to the table when we do get to the games? But one thing's for sure, it's going to be very, very exciting as we get these 4 games going for you this evening. So the run of show, if you like, will be Bulgaria first in our first matchup. Then we're going to have a break and then we'll be back for 7 o'clock, which is going to be against Slovakia. Then it's going to be Italy, and then we'll finish off with North Macedonia as our final matchup of the day. Let us know down in the comments as well. Let us know down in the chat, what do you guys think is going to happen? Where do you think Wales is going to place? Very interactive here, of course, on the stream, and I'm very excited for this competition this evening. Of course, we've had some pretty good performances over the weeks. I think last week, I think week 2, there was definite room for improvement, and there was definite things to learn, I suppose, from when I remember doing it last time. A few weeks ago now, but showed really good signs in a lot of the games. So hopefully we can sort of continue that momentum as the day goes on, and of course into this competition as well. Bulgaria, a team that I don't personally know too much about, so let's actually have a little look at how they have been doing. Let's have a look at their sort of latest matchups here. They weren't particularly strong. They had a decent run in the last eFootball competition in the one in May. Had a decent performance, of course, against the Netherlands, San Marino and Belarus, where they actually managed to win, but just lost out to Israel. So they seem like they have potential. They lost out to Hungary, it was actually in the round of 32. So not going to be an easy matchup by any stretch, and I think none of these games this evening are going to be particularly easy with how good some of the teams have been against Wales. But the way that this works, if you are new to this competition, is that each team can have a pool of players that they can choose their team from. So we've seen lots of key players. I'm looking at the screen right now. We've got Ruud Gullit, we've got Virgil van Dijk and Kylian Mbappe as their sort of key players that they can have. And then, of course, you have the open pool of players and drafted players they can get in as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see actually what goes down. What sort of team selections are going to be important here? Who's going to come out on top when it comes to individual players as well? That's always a big topic of conversation when it comes down to actually, we've got Patrick Vieira as Wales for our first one of our key players. So I think they can sort of choose the sort of key players they can build their entire team around, and then each team can actually do that as well. So every single team has a pool of players that they can choose from, and then they can make their key players from that. So that's a little look into how things are going to work this evening, how everything goes. But for now, let's get right into our first game against Bulgaria. Going to be very interesting, very exciting to see how things go here. Now, Wales have got a pretty strong performance, I think, or pretty strong history in terms of performances over the course of the weeks here. But looking to try and make a little bit of a comeback after last week's slight disappointment, you could say, with the performance. And a reminder as well, this is a 2-player competition, so each team will have 2 players controlling the team. As we start on pretty strong here with an early Wales attack. Enzo Fernandez in the middle of the pitch picks it up, gives it on over to Wesley Sneijder into Kylian Mbappe, but not able to get through in that instance. And it's going to be interesting here because we've got only 2 teams qualifying through, and it's really important that Wales do as well as possible here in terms of the overall consistency standings. Wales need to make sure they find themselves in that qualification range. Currently placing 25th in the overall consistency for this competition, as Wales now have an opportunity here. Ruud Gullit's through. Good save from the Bulgaria goalkeeper, and it's going to go out for a corner. And it's a really strong start there from Wales. Nice attempt from Ruud Gullit, but nobody was there to follow up and finish off the chance. But a really nice and strong start so far for the boys in red. Crossed on in, but dealt with really well here from Bulgaria. And this is where they can now come and have a counter-attack of their own. Vieira's there, though, for Wales to clean things up. And Wales do seem like they're quite calm here in possession, looking to play a lot of those long balls. It seems to be a way that a lot of teams kind of play against Wales, it seems like. But now they seem to have adopted that quite strongly here for this game. As now Bulgaria can have a little bit of possession for themselves. Goes out towards the winger, inside towards Rudhulit for Bulgaria. Looking to try and turn here, try and find an opportunity for a pass, but not going to be able to find anything too simply, as it does come through, but Wales can hold firm, hold strong in the defence. Rudhulit there, taps it on through. Nice touch there from Bulgaria, but the shot's blocked, and it's going to be a corner for Bulgaria here. In the early stages of their competition, early stages of their entire week 3. Remember, this is the last week of competition here leading up to the LAN competition. Of course, qualifying through via consistency points. So it's certainly not going to be easy to qualify through. Wales do need a really strong performance this week, but it's not impossible by any stretch. And here come Bulgaria again. And that was really unfortunate. The corner comes in, headed on down, and somehow Bulgaria have managed to squeeze that in. And you could say against the run of play, really, Wales have been on the attack. They've had some good chances so far at the beginning of this game, but Bulgaria are able to capitalise on their big moment there and put them 1-0 ahead. But here come Wales again. Is that going to be a foul? Is that going to be a penalty? It is! A very, very quick turn, as now Wales have got a penalty down the other end. To within 2 minutes, change the scoreline back to square. It's Hullet, and it's level. And it was just a clumsy challenge there, just inside the edge of the box. Ruud Hullet was able to convert the penalty. I think it was, yeah, Michael Elise was the player that they took down there. So potentially an angle at which Wales can look to find a lot of their success from when it comes to the actual attacks. There's Bulgaria, though. They're not able to find a way through that time. And you could say Wales got let off the hook a little bit there, you know. Bulgaria giving away that penalty. Bit foolishly, diving in. So a little bit of an unfortunate situation for Wales at the beginning of the game, conceding. But now they've got another opportunity. If Bulgaria can't do anything with this attack on the outside of the box here, cuts inside, back towards the goal, but wide. An opportunity wasted there for Bulgaria. Buffon couldn't quite get a hand to it, but didn't need to in the end. This is a pretty even start to the game, I suppose. You can see the passes completed stat right there. Pretty straight forward, pretty consistent across the board. Especially Sneijder up towards Kylian Mbappe, not able to get that through. Vieira now can pick up the piece in the middle of the pitch, gives it back to Bulgaria now. They've got numbers. They can move forward. Bulgaria just looking to find that key pass, the key moment. Inside is Ruud Hullet, but it's not going to come towards anything as Patrick Vieira can keep dominating that midfield up towards Michael Elise here. Hullet's making a run nicely over the top there from Elise. Is Hullet going to be able to get there? He's not. As well defended from Bulgaria, who have had a lot more of the ball, you can see with the possession right there, but what they've been able to do so far is just take a lot of those chances that they've been having, cause Wales a few problems at the back. And it looks like Bulgaria have actually made a substitution or some sort of tactics change here. So, of course, we can't show you that screen just in case of any leaks. Yeah, we don't want our lads getting their strats leaked here on the show. As Elise now picks up the ball just outside the box, back inside towards Wesley Sneijder, but not able to do anything with that one. And Wales again can pick up the ball, and they're just getting the ball up towards the top players here, right at the top of the pitch, and they're finding a lot of success with it. Hullet with a great attempt right there, and a nice save from the Bulgarian goalkeeper. It's time for Wales to try and make this one count going into half-time here. Got about 8 minutes until that happens. Sneijder here is going to take this corner. Goes towards Hullet. Always that target in the air, but not able to do anything with it in that instance. And Wales have got to be careful here. Oh no, robbed at the back. Chiellini needs to get there first, but he's not going to be able to. Nice passing plays here from Bulgaria. But thankfully for Wales, that attack fizzles out. But that could have been dangerous right there. Just almost playing around with it at the back. Got intercepted. Dispossessed. And Bulgaria are trying to do a very similar thing to Wales. Just trying to carry those the ball forward in the air. Trying to launch up these counter-attacks. And I think that's offside, is it? For Wales, yeah, I think it's Mbappe. He just couldn't quite get onside in time. Or maybe not. Was it no, it was a foul. Against one of the Wales players anyway. Over the top though, Bulgaria nearly had an opportunity. Vieira now again needs to be the hero in the middle. And this is time for Wales to defend here, just on the cusp of half-time. 3 minutes added on. Bulgaria needs to find something with its attacks, to have anything to bring into the second half of any positivity. Saliba has to try and get there. Wales slide in. Buffon can catch that. And maybe one more chance for Wales here. Up towards Ruud Gullit. Elise could get there, but not going to be able to. One more chance potentially over the top ball again. Elise's not going to get there unless he does, but he doesn't. And that should be it for the first half of football here. 1-1 in Bulgaria against Cymru. It seemed like everything happened in around 3 minutes there of that game. It just seemed absolutely crazy for about 3 minutes, and then it was very end-to-end, it seemed like. Lots of long balls, as you can see the stats here on the screen. Very even in terms of possession, and you can see some of the shots there as well, quite even. I think it was 5 and 4, respectively, for both teams. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this game develops. I feel like it's gonna be just one opportunity, one mistake maybe that either team make, because it seems very, very even so far. I just want to take a look to see if we can actually get an insight onto maybe some of the other matchups. I know North Macedonia and Slovakia are playing right now. We'll try and keep you up to date on that as we can, but it doesn't seem like it's too long of a half-time break as Schneider now brings it forward. There's Ruud Gullit. Just can't quite get the ball under control, but it falls nicely for Mbappe here. He's going to have a go. That's well saved from Bulgaria. And North Macedonia are beating Slovakia actually 2-1 right now, but uh-oh, look at this. Bulgaria are running through. Cuts back into the right foot. And scores. At the beginning of the second half, this is not ideal there for Wales. Thomas Rosicky was the player that managed to find the bottom right corner. And now Wales need to respond to that yet again. Just too much space there for Rosicky on the left wing. Took the goal very well, but Wales now need to respond and they need to try and make the most of these attacks that they're having. Over the top there, not quite going to be able to find a player in red. Over the top towards Gullit. Again, playing with it at the back of Bulgaria. Very, very panicky from them, and you can see that whenever Wales get the ball inside of their final third, it's just a little bit chaotic at the back for Bulgaria, but it's working at the moment. And I guess you could say that's why they gave away that penalty. They didn't quite know what to do when Wales are going forward, and this is what Ruud Gullit was trying to do right there. Wales just need a little bit more calmness here. Here's Schneider going to have a bang. Well caught from the goalie in the Bulgarian colours. This is dangerous, though, for Wales here. Of course, the more they try and chase this game, the more they try and attack and find goals, the more gaps they're going to be left down behind. Bulgaria are going to have an opportunity here. Rosicky on the wing. Clipped forward towards Gullit, but not going to be found. Back in towards the Bulgarian attack, and it's going to go out here, I think, for a goal kick. Yeah. It's going to be potentially a corner, actually. Yeah, there you go. It came off one of the Welsh players, and now we're going to need some subs here from a Welsh perspective to try and pull this game back. I mean, it just turns so quickly. I mean, the game has changed so quickly. All it took was that one chance for Rosicky, and he was able to take it very well indeed. That's just where Wales just need to try and make the most of these attacks. Like I was saying, I think Bulgaria are a little bit, I mean, maybe it's a bit biased, but I think Bulgaria are a little bit, not scared, but they're envious or anxious, potentially, of the Welsh attacks. They're not quite able to find the same success themselves as consistently, but Wales just haven't been able to put it in the net. And now, North Macedonia have actually scored again, and Slovakia have brought it back to 3-2 in that game. So things are heating up over there, as is the football over here in Wales. Ooh. It's a good save there from Buffon, keeping Wales in it. That's an absolutely crucial save. They went short, Bulgaria, and kind of took the Welsh defenders off guard a little bit. Let's see what they do here. Is it going to be a short one? Is it going to be a whip one? You'd imagine they'd do something slightly different. Wales will just have that short corner covered. You can see them ensuring that nobody close to the ball is going to get it. And Bulgaria go long this time. Gets it towards the goal, and Hullet had an opportunity to make it count. And didn't quite make it happen there for him. So Bulgaria just about missed out on an opportunity there, but now Wales can have attack of their own. Here's Elise, Wesley Sneijder in the middle. Hullet, Sneijder, just a heavy touch. Takes it away from him, and now Bulgaria are able to get on the move very quickly. Nico O'Reilly is there, though, for Wales to clean things up. And you can see a lot more attacking prowess here from Wales. Mbappe tries to go up for it, but can't quite get to it. O'Reilly is there. So is Hullet. Sneijder. Wales trying to play it around, but no, gives it straight to Hullet. Plenty of Welsh defenders back, so you'd imagine that they'd be okay, and that's going to go nowhere. But Buffon's gloves. We can now launch it forward yet again for Wales. A little feeling of desperation here for Wales. Vieira tries to get it up towards Hullet. Just not able to get control of the ball, to pass it around, to try and build up the attack slowly. A little bit of panic potentially, but that could play into Wales' favour. We'll have to see as Hullet now gives it back towards Sneijder, out towards Elise. Sneijder makes the run forward, but not going to be found. Elise yet again, and this is where Wales are playing it around rather nicely here, actually. Building up those attacks, not rushing. Enzo Fernandez back towards Hullet, who's having a bit of space. Gonna have a bang, but it's a good save from the Bulgarian keeper again. Hullet's been involved in so many of these Welsh attacks, the focal point of every single one. With 15 minutes left now, the momentum is definitely in the way of Wales. So Mbappe is going to take this one here. It seems like Wales do opt to go long more often than not. Not too much of a short corner team, it seems like. And there's an opportunity. And I think it was one of the defenders here that puts it wide. I thought that was Hullet potentially that were going for it. But it was one of their defenders that puts it out. So it's another corner here for Wales. And as the clock ticks on, they need to try and make one of these attacks count. This has got to come out to some sort of success for Wales. They go to the back post, but nobody in red is there for it. Fernandez on the edge of the box doesn't find a Welsh player either, and things are just a little bit more desperate now for Wales with only 12 minutes left to go. Mbappe can't do anything with the ball here on the wing. Bulgaria just looking to try and kill this game off if they can. Here they are on the attack. Really nice defending, though, from Wales. So many players around the ball. Well done there from the lads as Enzo Fernandez gets it back inside. Hullet's there. Enzo Fernandez makes a run. Mbappe's on the wing. Gives it out towards him here. What's he going to do? Whips it out. Back post. Elise can't quite get there. An opportunity here for Sneijder on the edge of the box. Here's Elise. Goes for the near post. And just about puts it wide. Really, really close one there for Elise. You can see 83 minutes left on the clock right now. That was a big chance. Elise went with the outside of his left boot. And unfortunately for Wales, not able to find a shot on target there. Or the shot on target. So it makes things very, very difficult for Wales now in the last 7 minutes of this game plus added time. An update on the North Macedonia game as well. They're now winning 4-2 against Slovakia. So it is not going to be an easy matchup against either of those teams either. Plenty of teams in this group that can score goals. So Wales need to find their way of doing that as soon as possible as well. And it's now a big question. What are Wales going to do? How are they going to approach the end of this game? Are we going to go all out attack? I suppose you have to, really. You have to just change up some things. Bring on some players from the bench. Try and bring on some target men potentially up top. A little bit more pace injected on the wings potentially too. It's now or never really for Wales. There's an opportunity for them to try and come back. You know, it's we were able to sort of have a response to the Bulgarian attack earlier on, but haven't been able to find it as of yet. for this second goal. So what are Wales going to do as we pick back up the action with 83 minutes on the clock? Belgium, or Bulgaria, I should say, have made a couple of changes themselves. And here they are actually on the attack. Nicely cut out there from Vieira. We can get it up towards the attack, but no, look how many players for Wales are all the way up on that halfway line. They are going all out attack right now. Frankie de Jong is one of the players that they're bringing on. And here come Wales now. This has to be the chance. This has to be the opportunity, but no, not found there for Wales. Here is Mbappe again, though. Long ball up towards Hillett, who finds a nice touchdown, but that final ball up towards the attacker is just not consistent enough, unfortunately. Van Nistelrooy's been brought on as well. 89 minutes on the clock. Can Wales find one more attack, one more opportunity to make things count? Van Nistelrooy won't win that header. 4 minutes on the clock added on. 3 now left to go. Wales needed to find a little bit of momentum here, a little bit of control of the ball, but Bulgaria are the ones that get that control. Chiellini needs to intercept this. It goes up towards Mbappe. One more chance for Wales. Here's Hullet. Mbappe makes the run. He's found on the wing. Looking for a cross. Finds it, but straight to the keeper's hands. And that will do it for Wales. You have to imagine that was the chance. That was the opportunity to pull this game back. And for Wales, it's the first game loss against Bulgaria in a very, very close and hotly contested matchup. Not an easy game at all for Wales. Not an easy game there, you could say, for Bulgaria as well. Both teams fought right down to the wire right there, and it was a tough one. You can see the stats right there. 6 shots on target for each team. It was fairly even in that regard, and Wales needed a penalty, of course, to get their goals. So, you know, it's a tough start for Wales, but by far, it's far from over so far. So, plenty more games to come as well. So for now, we will not be partaking in the next matchup. The next matchup for the overall group is going to be in 6 minutes. So that's going to be Slovakia against Bulgaria, and then Italy against North Macedonia. So I'm sure a lot of those countries will have their own streams. If you want to check out those, I'm sure you can do that. But for us here on the Wales broadcast, we will be back at 7 o'clock for our match against Slovakia. So make sure to tune in and join us there for that later on. See if we can recover from a very difficult start. But I'll see you all in just a bit. So yeah, we'll be right back. Hello there and welcome on back to the FIFA E Nations League. We are here for Wales' second matchup of the evening. We've had our first one. It was unfortunately a loss to Bulgaria, who played very well. We have to give it to them, of course. You know, Bulgaria played a very good game, very solid performance from them. But for Wales, it's a bit of a comeback story now. We need to perform better in this game here in our second game for the night, the third game in terms of overall matchups. We're going to be here against Slovakia, so a big game. Those guys are just off the back of a loss to North Macedonia in the first matchup, and also a 6-0 loss to Bulgaria. So they've not had the greatest start, let's just say that, to proceedings so far. As it currently stands, Bulgaria have played 2 matches with 6 points overall. North Macedonia are inside of the top 2 with 3 points, and the Italy versus North Macedonia game is currently going on as well. Italy, I believe, have just won that, or they are just in it right now. So it looks like Italy are looking pretty good there as well. So this is a very important game for Wales here. Very, very important game indeed. Not just for points, not just for standings, but also for the mental, also for the momentum going into the latter stage of this competition. So that's also going to be our last long break of the evening. So we're going to have matchups every half an hour for you guys as we move on through the rest of the evening here. But we've got Slovakia here. We've got the second game for Wales in this group, and hopefully for Wales we have got a comeback. An opportunity here is on the table for Wales to make something happen here in the second game. Wales against Slovakia. Here we go. Slovakia are a team that have not been great in this group so far. They have performed poorly. Losing 6-0 to Bulgaria, you have to imagine that will give Wales a little bit of a boost, you know, knowing that we definitely held our own against Bulgaria. You know, it seemed like they were very solid, they were very strong, but they definitely held their own. But here come Slovakia, trying to make an attack and sort of make a big comeback of their own as well. Remember, they're 2 games in. We're only 1 game in here for Wales, so they're quite firmly at the bottom of the group right now. But for Wales, it's just going to be about trying to find some good passing moves in the final third, as you couldn't quite string together in that last game. So going to be interested to see what goes down there. But here is Slovakia. Of course, Slovakia in the blue here. Wales in the red. Looking to try and make an attack of their own. Back towards their midfield, but cut out really nicely there from Wales. Elise has an opportunity up towards Hullet, but not able to find him. And Slovakia have actually had a lot of the ball here early on. Wales just haven't quite been able to keep hold of it for too much longer here. It's going to be interesting to see what Wales can do as they pick up the ball here on the final third. Here is Hullet on the left side. Looks to have a shot. Saved from the Slovakian goalkeeper. But that's promising from Wales here early on. But Slovakia, of course, are going to have that opportunity, and sometimes it can be quite difficult to play against a team that have started poorly, because the only way is up for them. You know, they have that that understanding that they need to improve, and they'll know what they need to do better. They've also had that practice. But here comes Hullet. Nice opportunity, well saved, but the rebound goes in, and Wales have had a fantastic start here to this game. It was Michael Elise, the player that made the first goal of the campaign in terms of this group for Wales. By winning that penalty in the first game, has managed to put away a great finish here in the second. And it's a nightmare start there for Slovakia, who just need to try and find something to hold on to here in this game. And they've had a lot of the ball, but just nowhere near as deadly as Wales seem to be in attack. Here is Slovakia, though. Inside, tries to barge their way through, which they do. Back towards the central, opportunity for a shot, but not quite going to find the target. And that's just a little bit of a warning sign here for Wales. They have the potential to come up with some sort of attack here, the Slovakians, although they haven't been quite as good as they would have hoped, I'm sure. They're not quite down and completely out yet, and Wales just need to try and keep that in mind. Opportunity there, actually. Just launched against the Slovakian Ruud Hullet. As here he is, back in the top end of the pitch, looking for a through ball, doesn't find it. Here they come again. Back towards Hullet. Back inside. Nice bit of play here from Slovakia, keeping the ball very well. Opportunity for them, but no. Cut out there from the Welsh defence yet again. Here's Elise up towards Hullet. Back inside there towards Enzo Fernandez. Here's Schneider. Out towards Elise. This is nice from Wales. Elise cutting into that preferred left foot, but unfortunately not a preferred pass as it goes straight towards Slovakia, who don't have a numbers advantage, but they do have a skill advantage. Look at that. Lovely bit of play there from the midfield. Here comes Elise, and it's not going to be on goal, is it? It's going to be offside, surely, for Hullet. Or is it? Did that go in? It is. Wow. That, to me, looked like it was offside, but Ruud Hullet for Slovakia was able to find their first goal of the game. Ruud Hullet for Wales now on the other end of the pitch trying to find his shot. But wow, I genuinely did not think that was actually going to count, because it looked like Ruud Hullet was Wales side. But now Slovakia have got something to hold on to here. Now they've got an opportunity to, you know, play their own game a little bit, have a little bit more of that possession that they've been holding on to so well. A bit of a shock maybe for Wales, who, after coming into this game against a wounded Slovakia, you had to imagine that they were feeling very confident. But every single time Wales get the ball and go on forward, it does seem like they have an opportunity. So let's see if they can make another one. They don't in that instance. It's you just know that Wales is always going to have that attacking ability. Here is Hullet. Brings it down, but intercepted and cut out by one of the Slovakian defenders. And it's a lot of danger here on the attacks from the Slovakians as well. They just seem to have a lot more of that ball. Here is Hullet, though. Lovely ball through. Mbappe's in the middle. Ruud Hullet runs it out of play. And that is unfortunate for Wales. It's just a bit of a warning sign here, because you just never quite know what's going to be happening. And here is Slovakia again, all the way through towards their winger. And I'm not sure who their exact lineup is. It's quite hard to see who everyone is on their team, but they do seem like they have some pretty solid attackers on the pitch for Slovakia, and they do seem to be making it work. But here's Hullet back towards Schneider, back towards Hullet, but cannot find him in the end. And Slovakia are always looking to try and get the ball up towards their top players as soon as possible. Here they get the ball again, recycle it back towards the right back. Nicely challenged though from Mbappe, back towards Enzo Fernandez, inside to Schneider. Looks for a pass. Vieira tries to get it out wide, which does eventually get it all the way through. Clipped over the top there towards Hullet, headed down towards Mbappe, but no. It's cut out, and it's half-time. 1-1 in this matchup, and a game that I'm sure Wales would have expected to be in a better position here at half-time, especially considering the Slovakians' performance and form going into this. But you have to say, Wales have been on top in this game. You saw it right there in the stats. Wales had plenty more shots than Slovakia, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous. You can't get too excited. You can't get too eager to get some of those shots off. I want to take a look at some of those stats as well. So yeah, 4 shots to Slovakia's 2, 3 shots on target to Slovakia's 1. And pretty even overall, I suppose, in terms of possession. 49 and 51 in favour of Slovakia. But it does just seem like Slovakia hold on to the ball a lot more in that middle of the pitch. Wales seem to just try and force the attack, which can work. But it's going to be an interesting second half, actually. Just to see what actually is going to go down. What team is going to come out on top? Are Wales going to be able to hold strong? Are they going to be able to continue to have that attacking ability? Something we'll have to wait and see. Pull it there, though. Back towards Rijkaard. Nico O'Reilly for Wales. Tries to find an opportunity for a pass. Mbappe's making the run, but it's an interception. I think it's actually going to be a foul there, yeah, from one of the Slovakians. Just caught too much of O'Reilly. You can see Wales are just so much more efficient in the passing. You saw it with the stat right there, 77 to 66% of those passes are being completed. So you have to imagine that Wales are just a little bit more accurate. But what Slovakia can do is they can be dangerous in these counter-attacks. We saw it earlier on. That's the danger that Wales have to look out for. Patrick Vieira there, out towards Michael Elise, who's been the focal point of these Welsh attacks so far. Here he is again, though. Elise making a run, intercepted well from Slovakia, who launched the ball forward towards Ruud Hullet. They're not going to find him. O'Reilly, Mbappe, Schneider, Elise, back towards Schneider. Looking for an opening here, Wales. They find one here with Schneider. Little fake shot, back towards the shot. Hullet can try and win the header, not going to find it. Fernandez, Mbappe, but wide. And it's going to be a goal kick there for Slovakia, but again, shows the danger that Wales can bring. That was lovely feet from Wesley Sneijder to find an opening. Here is Hullet. Sneijder. Big touch and big shot from Sneijder. Pushes the ball forward, finds an opening and launches it into the top left corner. Wesley Sneijder brings Wales back to the front of the game. The front of the pack in this matchup. And that's crucial. It did look for a second here in this game that Wales might just be pinned back to just a draw with how well Slovakia were defending. And how much space Wales seemed to have in an attack, but they just couldn't do anything with it. It just seemed like this was going to go on and on, but that was great from Wesley Sneijder to find the back of the net. And now this is where Wales can hopefully find a little bit more momentum. Michael Elise making the run. Hullet running all the way himself. Why not? Clips it off towards forward. But no, Wesley Sneijder's there to head it over the bar, but it's good moves from Wales. And this is what now you can do, of course, when you do go ahead. Slovakia are having to force themselves to attack a little bit more, and that's the danger. Sneijder whips it in towards Vieira. Good save. Once again. This is where Wales just have to be careful, though, as well. You know, you don't want to over-attack here. Here's Hullet down towards Mbappe. Sneijder's there. You know what he can do from outside the box. Back inside towards Ruud Hullet. Looking for a moment of space and finds it. A little bit of space. An opportunity for Ruud Hullet. And he can make it 3 for Wales. 3-1 in this game. And Wales have really come out of the blocks, really fighting in the second half. Which is what was required, really. They needed it for Wales here. And that's should just about do it, really. With how poor the Slovakian attack's been. Oh, no. And the defense. Look at that. Poor defending from Slovakia. Ruud Hullet was sniffing about. Found an opportunity to pick up the ball, and it's Mbappe. It's every single one of that front four, seemingly, are picking up a goal here. We've had a goal from Elise, one from Mbappe, one from Sneijder, and, of course, one from Hullet, who seems to be on form in this game. And here they come again. 4-1 to Wales. They've come alive in this second half. They're going to get a corner here as well, as the attacks just keep flowing on in for Wales. The vibes are high right now for the team. The team is flowing well. And you can just see that Wales just have found just that extra gear that they weren't able to try and get into in that first half. And this is going to be an opportunity now for them. With this game, you have to imagine wrapped up, just to try and prepare for some of these future games. Try out some strategies, try out some different ways of playing, seeing how it works. Well, it goes for the header. Good save from the Slovakian keeper to keep them with just a small sliver of hope, because you have to imagine if that went in, it was done and dusted. And even still, Wales are just all over Slovakia right now. The momentum has definitely shifted towards the red side of the pitch. Lovely turn there from Elise. Gets it back towards Vieira. Here is a Wales attack, but it's going to be cut out once again, and Vieira in the midfield, dominating that midfield as he always does. It's a very happy day here for Wales in this particular game. It was the comeback that was required. Remember, that first game was a disappointing one, 2-1 loss. So really, really important that we actually came back to this one. The Bulgaria against Italy game is also currently going on. Of course, Bulgaria looking to complete their, or to continue their 100% success rate. I actually want to take a look at how that game is going on. But for this one, you have to imagine Wales will be going into the next game with another bit of confidence and 3 points under our belt as well, which is going to be super important. Let's see how this game is looking, Bulgaria against Italy, just to see if Bulgaria are any way to... Wow. Italy are winning 3-1. That's crazy. Okay, so Italy, they're going to be an interesting matchup. Wales have got Italy next after this one, which is really not going to be an easy one at all. But wow, that surprised me. That has really, really surprised me how Italy are beating Bulgaria right now. It does seem those two are the teams to beat. So if Wales can get a result against Italy, that could be absolutely perfect, because Italy beat North Macedonia as well, who of course beat Slovakia in the beginning. So this next game against Italy is going to be super important for Wales, as now they can make some substitutions and impact the game, even though the impact is not as required.
Nakamura, number 11, Rafael Leao, number 15, Aktukolu. Substitutions taking place.
And Wales can just find themselves in a really nice position right here to see out the rest of this game and prepare for that big match against Italy coming up next. There's Snyder looking to, or Fernandez I should say, looking to get the ball through, but doesn't quite find it. Rijkaard is there to clean things up at the back as well, and this is an opportunity for some of the subs to show what they're worth as well. Ruud Gullit is cut out there by Van Dijk, I believe that is, clipped up towards their attackers, but again intercepted from Wales. Really solid defensive performance actually from Wales here in the back half of this this game, the second half of it. It did seem like in the first half Slovakia were able to have so much of that possession, but of course Wales were able to break them down as things went on. And that's a really important lesson to learn, I think, for Wales throughout this competition is, you know, even if a team that you'd expect to beat are pinning you back, you're not able to find those openings, there is still going to be something. You have to keep chipping away at it. And against a team like Italy, I'm sure that's going to be really important as well. Nakamura here looking to put the cherry on the icing on the cake for Wales. Goes towards Gullit. Cleared away though from Slovakia. Nico O'Reilly picks it up. Back to Nakamura on the wing. Back inside towards Nico, but I think that just hits Nico O'Reilly and then ends up going out for a goal kick. Or was this going to be a foul here, I think, on the edge of the box? Yeah, it is. On Nakamura, you saw that delayed yellow card from the ref, but it's fine. Wales are going to be able to get the free kick here just outside of the box, and I think looks like potentially some changes are going to be made here. As you saw there, just a glimpse of the stats. I don't think Slovakia have actually had a shot in the second half. Wales have had 13 of them in total. So potentially Wales are making a sub for this free kick. You never know who they're going to bring on. We'll have a look in due course here. But a much better performance here from Wales. You have to be happy with how this is looking. It's real great to bring the momentum in to that next game. As Ruud van Nistelrooy actually comes on the pitch. Clipped in towards the middle here, but not needed. Wales is looking to try and find all the goals they can. You never know when goal difference could be vital as well. Slovakia tried to get a goal of their own as well. Even just not conceding is going to be super important for Wales as well here. And Nakamura here looking just to top off what has been a fantastic performance for Wales. They're not going to get the chance though, as Wales come out victorious against Slovakia. The comeback that they needed after a rough start against the Bulgarians, who have been running the show here in this competition so far. But Wales had too much for Slovakia. In the end, it was a tough match in that first half. Had to show a lot of resilience, I think, there from a Welsh perspective. But for Slovakia, they've really got to try and pick up the pieces now and try and figure out where they go from here, because they've got another game, I believe, to go, and it's not been their best start. And in terms of the Bulgaria-Italy game, Bulgaria actually losing that 5-1 against Italy. So the next matchup for Wales is against Italy, which is going to be at 7:45 or maybe just before. And that's going to be really interesting. But I want to take a look at some of the highlights from that previous match here against Slovakia. From a Welsh perspective, plenty of them as well. We've had some really exciting football on show today. And I think this is just one of those games where Wales, you just knew they were going to have too much for them. It was this early goal here from Elise that just set the tone for the day. And you'd imagine that that would be how things went. But Slovakia themselves, they had some opportunities, especially in this first half. as we get to see their second shot of the day. And yeah, looked like that was offside when I was watching it for the first time, but no, just about onside. This was a great opportunity there as well from Wesley Sneijder, but it was of course this goal right here from Sneijder, another shot from outside the box, which really made the difference. Absolutely hammered home. And from that point onwards, the floodgates were open. Wales were just able to keep on flowing with these attacks and proving why they are a force to be reckoned with in this group. Cool, calm, collected finish from Ruud Gullit there as well. And it just seemed like Wales, for a moment here, for a brief sort of 10 minutes, were just able to have so much success in this area. And there were plenty of highlights for Wales, and plenty to bring into this next game as well, which we will be having against Italy. And as I just mentioned, Italy are performing very well right now against Bulgaria. They seem to be on fire, beating North Macedonia. They have a 100% success rate so far. So if it isn't going to be Bulgaria, Italy could be the team that are going to be winning this group if Wales cannot get in the way of them here, which is going to be coming at you in approximately 30 minutes. Potentially, they might run it a little bit sooner as well, so do stick around. Do not go anywhere. Whilst we're getting that game set up, we're going to get all the players in and make sure we can get ready for this next matchup. But for now, we'll be right back, and don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the FIFAe Nations League here for eFootball. We are looking good now. Wales, the vibes are high. We've managed to get ourselves a win there in the second game, so things are on the up. But the very next matchup is going to be against Italy, and Italy are on absolute fire right now. They've just beaten Bulgaria 9-1 in that previous matchup, so this is going to be probably the most difficult game that we will have, and we have had all night. But can Wales find that resilience, find that grit, find that determination to be able to find their way through that Italy side? Because currently in the standings, it is looking very, very close. Wales, with one game in hand, are just 3 points behind Bulgaria, with a better goal difference as well, of course, with Bulgaria conceding 9 to Italy. So this game could be super important here for the overall standings. And for this game, Wales just need to try and defend strongly, I think. That's what's going to be most important here. They've got to make sure to hold firm, because that Italy side, they seem like they are incredibly strong when it comes to those attacks. So it's really not going to be easy whatsoever, with Italy leading the way and on absolute fire right now. Will they be able to overcome the mighty Wales, or will Wales have something up their sleeves? We're about to find out here for Wales' third game in the group, and the penultimate game here for us in this group. You have to imagine if Wales can get something out of this game, that would be a huge, huge reason and a huge upset, I suppose you could say, in the overall standings, and hopefully a reason why Wales can get inside of that top two, which of course qualifies them through. This is going to be a very difficult game, I think you have to imagine. But Wales here getting a lot of the ball early on, inside towards Wesley Sneijder, who was the star of the show already in that previous game with a beautiful long-range goal. Ruud Gullit tries to get it there through to Mbappe, but promising signs here early on from Wales. Chiellini up towards Vieira, but not able to find that, as Italy find an attack of their own. Really nice smooth passing play here from them. Silky football from the Italians already, and Wales just not able to find a challenge as of yet. Good through ball there from Italy, but there's Rijkaard there to make a huge challenge. Mbappe is going to win this header back down there towards Sneijder. A hopeful ball up towards Ruud Gullit, but it's going to be smothered by the goalkeeper and hoofed up long towards Italy's Ruud Gullit, who will just about get a hold of the ball here in the end, as they can now run through the middle of the pitch. A little bit of space here, but intercepted well there from Vieira. This has been some really great defending so far from Wales, and Sneijder's had an opportunity there to put Ruud Gullit through, but wasn't able to find the ball in the end of it all. Just does seem like Wales have had a lot of the ball here, though, which is really crucial. It's about staying compact and resilient defensively, whilst also free-flowing attacks. It's very difficult to find that balance right. And here is Sneijder, though. Has a go over the bar and has the first shot of the game. Wesley Sneijder. That is a sign, hopefully, of things to come. We've seen what Sneijder can do shooting from range, and it was an opportunity once again there. He found a little bit of space opening up. Here is Mbappe. Chests it down back towards Enzo Fernandez. Vieira's inside, but loses out to the Italian midfield, who just looks so strong whenever they go forward. But the Welsh defence has been good so far, and it's good again, as they can hold strong once again here. Really great work from Wales. They're going to have to absorb a little bit of this pressure right now. Wesley Sneijder with a nice challenge there in the middle. Nice interception. Tries to go long up towards Ruud Gullit, but not able to find him in the end, as Mbappe can win the ball back there as well. Wales have definitely been in this game. It's not been an easy one here for Italy for the first 22 minutes, and Wales have definitely had some opportunities down the other end of the pitch to make something happen. Only one shot so far for Wales. Nico O'Reilly's there as well, though. That was great. In towards Enzo Fernandez. There's Sneijder. Vieira up towards Ruud Gullit. Mbappe's going to make a run, but not able to find the pass actually in the end, just because Ruud Gullit was intercepted. It's just been fantastic plays from Wales. They're really riled up for this game, which is exactly what you want to see from your home country. You want to see them playing for the badge, playing for the country. Vieira, though, loses out in the middle of the pitch. Opportunity here for Italy on the left side of the box. Cuts back inside. Buffon with a big save to keep Wales in it. Absolutely crucial to keep Wales in this game and to keep them fighting in this game as well. But Italy are going to have an opportunity here to make something happen of their own and to try and get a foothold in this game. The cross comes in up towards Ruud Gullit, headed towards Buffon, who punches it away. Back now out towards the corner area. Whips in, back post. Gullit's there, cross goal. But really nicely defended there from Wales yet again. Gullit's going to pick up the ball though for Italy. Players flying all over the floor. Welsh players to go to ground. And it's dealt with yet again really well from Wales. Not able to keep the ball though, just getting rid of it as soon as possible. As Gullit's just trying to chase back. Every single Welsh defender, or every single Welsh player is turning into a defender now, I guess you have to say. So many men behind the ball, which is exactly what Wales need though. They want to try and get something out of this game. Here come Italy though. Opportunity there for Gullit, but tackled well once again from the Welsh defence. Gullit heads it down towards Mbappe. Not going to be able to get onto it. Remember, Italy have not lost a game here in this overall group so far. They've been absolutely flying. You can see why when they get the ball. They just look so strong. But Cafu's there to intercept that one. Mbappe here, can he pick up the ball? No. Defensively, this Italian side is just so strong. And then going forward, they look silky as well. It's been real great resilience from Wales so far at the back. Haven't let the Italians have too much time on the ball. They've been closing them down and intercepting at crucial moments as well. They have looked dangerous, of course, but nothing too crazy as of yet. Mbappe there running through. With only a few minutes left here in this half, I think you can be happy here. We can all be happy with how Wales have performed. There's Vieira out towards Schneider in the middle of the pitch. Big challenge there from both of them. No foul from the ref. As it gives them a little bit of space now, does it, to Italy. 0 minutes added on the clock, so it's going to be one last attack here for Italy, and it's going to be put out for a corner, but it's not going to come for it. 0-0 here in this first half. Italy versus Wales. That is a really strong half, you have to say, from Wales, who have been pretty strong in terms of defence this game. They've had to be strong in defence as well. And you can see from these stats right here, only the one shot for Wales, not on target, of course. Italy have had more of the ball. They've had more shots and have found a little bit more success in a lot of those sort of latter stages of the pitch. But I think we can be happy, guys. I think we can be really happy with how this is going. 3 shots for Italy, 2 on target. Wales, of course, with just the 1 not on target. 37% possession for Wales, of course, 63 then to Italy. Plenty more passes, plenty more successful passes for Italy. But what Wales have done really well is just keep hold of the ball, getting rid of it then when it matters, and when Italy are looking just that little bit advanced in their attacks, which is absolutely crucial for these games. Here come Italy though. Opportunity on the edge of the box, goes for it. Buffon's there to make the save well. It's been a busy day for Buffon in the net there, but holding strong. And you just have to imagine that Wales just need that one opportunity here, one chance that's taken. And this entire group could be put into a bit of a state of shock, I suppose you could say. Just because I think a lot of people are expecting Italy just to walk this entire group, especially with how their performances have been so far. But Wales are really holding them back so far and pinning them back as well. Here's Gullit though for Italy. Nice challenge there from Chiellini, but intercepted again from Italy. This is dangerous, and it's a goal. Italy have finally found their opening, and you have to say it was coming. Platini was the one that managed to find the goal, and all of that defensive solidity from Wales just undone in a matter of seconds right there. But there's Mbappe. He's not able to find the goal himself, and yeah, a lot of that defensive solidity just been undone right now, and it's being undone at quite a quick rate, as Italy are able to just find their feet in this game, which is exactly what they could have wanted from their perspective. They just needed to find that opening goal just to give them that confidence as well. And here they are again. Nice turn there from Gullit, but intercepted well from Enzo Fernandez. Schneider up towards Gullit. Tries to get it up towards Mbappe, who's making an advancing run, but not going to be able to find him. And it's a bit messy here in the middle, but Gullit comes out on top there for Wales. Mbappe, long ball up towards Wesley Sneijder as well. This is going to get onto this. This is a nice bit of play, and it's going to go out for a corner here for Wales. So a big opportunity for the boys in red. You can see the lack of players in the box here for this corner. Wales definitely still on the defensive here, just banking on that one counter-attack, that one through ball that works out. Schneider stood over this corner. Could this be the defining moment here for Wales? Goes too close to the goalkeeper who can punch it away. But Schneider can pick it back up again for take two. Here is Hullet. Opportunity. Here's Vieira. Heads it down towards Schneider. Vieira again. There's Hullet. Vieira can't get control of it. And now Italy do get control of it. But look at that. So many Welsh defenders there all the way back. That's not a problem for them. But Nico O'Reilly gives it away and has to commit a foul to keep the Italians from advancing forward. It will be a yellow card. Professional foul, you have to say, in that instance, just because of the fact that Italy were looking strong. And we're going to make some subs here for Wales. You can see the more defensive setup that Wales are trying to go for in this game. You can see it in play as well. It's just that's the approach, I suppose. You know, try and hold Italy back as much as possible, try and catch them on the counter. But I think what Italy are doing really well is they're not trying to force it. You know, they're not putting too many players inside of our box so that when we do get that counter, there's not loads of space there for Wales. But thankfully for us, it is only 1-0. So, you know, one more goal here for Wales, an opportunity. There will be one, I'm sure. There will be one. It just takes that one opportunity that we haven't quite had yet. We've had that one shot from Schneider. A couple of opportunities down the end with Hullet, but nothing really that came to anything of importance. So that's all it's about. I'm just checking on the other matchup in this one as well, as Bulgaria are playing against North Macedonia. So we'll get this stream open as well just to see how things are going there. I'll keep you up to date as the game returns and restarts. Nico O'Reilly, of course, booked there in towards the box, but dealt with well from Wales. Nico O'Reilly here needs to make up for it by picking up this ball, but no, it's Enzo Fernandez that just misses out. Here is Nico O'Reilly. Gives it in towards Wesley Schneider, up towards Ruud Hullet now. I have to imagine Wales have made a couple more maybe attacking options and changes to the team, as Italy can just continue to play around in the Welsh half pretty strongly right now. Goes for a shot, nicely blocked though, and it will go out for a corner. Currently 0-0 in the Macedonia versus Bulgaria game as well. So as it stands, Wales are not going to be able to get inside of that top two, because Bulgaria, of course, will be on 7 points and Wales on 3 with one more game to go. But we need Macedonia to do a job right there, and we need Wales to try and find a point here. That could prove to be absolutely crucial come the end of this next game, and Italy are through. Really nice play right there from Italy, just to bring it to the byline, cut it back, and it was Frank Ribery who was able to find that goal to put Italy 2 ahead. And you always felt like Italy were just going to come into this game with just a little bit more than Wales. Just that momentum, I suppose, is going to help them as well. Of course, they're clearly a very strong side as well. And Wales have held on so well throughout this entire game. Just really unfortunate that a couple of goals that maybe could have been avoided have gone in. But so far, Wales can be really proud of how they're played, and maybe, just maybe, make the most of this last 15 minutes and make something out of this game. Here's Mbappe. Not quite going to get onto it. And it's really sort of now or never moment here for Wales, if they want to try and get something from this game. Opportunity though, over the top ball. Italy are getting through, and that was close. A good opportunity yet again for Italy. It was nice plays. It was nice from Italy, as they always have been here in these attacking stages of the game. Bullet though, up towards Mbappe, but not quite going to find him. Headed down from Italy, nicely intercepted from Vieira. And this is where Wales just need to try and find one of these opportunities and try and make them count. That's the most important thing here. Just try and make one of these opportunities count. And tilt the balance maybe slightly in Wales' favour towards the end of this game. But Italy just keeping the ball so well, making things really difficult for Wales. Through ball though, up towards the Italian attackers. They're not going to be able to find it, as Hullet can't quite find that headed ball down. But considering Bulgaria lost 9-1 to Italy, you have to imagine that Wales can be pretty happy about this performance, at least in terms of the fact that we haven't conceded as many goals as some of the other teams in this group. Of course, Italy do have another game to play against Slovakia, who have been pretty poor team when it comes to the standings overall, so they should be pretty strong against them. And for Wales, giving away another corner here in this game, unfortunately, it's not going to be a win here, and it does kind of come down to what's happening in the Macedonia versus Bulgaria game. As if Bulgaria can actually find a point out of that one, then Wales, unfortunately, will not be able to qualify on through, as Italy come forward for yet another attack, goes back towards the goal, but they're not quite able to find an opportunity right there, as Bulgaria are actually winning in that game against North Macedonia. So that is not the result that we want for Wales here in this match and in this group. I personally want it to be a really exciting finish. I want it to be all down to the last game. But you never know still. You never know what could happen in that game, as Vieira picks it up, hoofs it up long, but unfortunately for Wales, not able to find anything out of this game after a really strong 50 or so minutes of just strong defensive resilience and really strong defensive compactness. Unfortunately, the strength crumbled just after half-time, and Wales were exposed at the back. And then, of course, Italy showed their experience and their skill to get another goal. But I think Wales can come out of that game with a lot of positives, I think you could say. You know, Wales didn't, of course, win that game. Looked out of it in a lot of times, but weren't completely out of it for the whole game, particularly in that first half. I think we looked like the better side, honestly. So I think Wales can definitely be very proud of that, particularly when you're coming up against a team of Italy's quality as well. They've just been fantastic throughout this entire group, and I think that pretty much confirms them going through to the knockouts as well. So, of course, big congratulations to them for that. In the current North Macedonia versus Bulgaria game, that is going to be currently 1-0 to Bulgaria. So we need North Macedonia to do us a solid here and help us out by... I think we need them to win potentially, because I think they've because then we play against them, so it's going to be an important game, that one. The stats from that game, though, of course, 9 shots for Italy, 6 on target. Wales only had 2 with 1 on target, 63 and 37% possession, of course, in favour of Italy. And I do believe we have some highlights to take a look at as well from that game. There's not going to be too many in the Welsh colours, but just an opportunity for us to sort of see what Italy were all about and why they were able to break us down so well. We had that early shot from Schneider, which went blazing over the bar, but an early sign of quality here from Wales. And I think this is just goes to show that Wales have that in them. They have the ability to compete against the big boys, the big teams that a lot of people look at to potentially go all the way here in this sort of competition. And lots of learning opportunities and lessons and just experience that can be taken from these games. Of course, that was the first Italian goal, and then it just all got a little bit messy in defence from this point onwards. You could see there was just a nice turn there from the Italian on the wing, and then just to cut it back in to give them the opportunity to score their second. And realistically, from that point onwards, unfortunately, Wales weren't able to find their feet in the game. They weren't able to find an opportunity to even get a goal, let alone actually score one. So solid performance from Wales, not able to come out with a win. Congratulations to Italy, who I think confirmed their spot in the knockouts. But for us right now, it's all going to be about what happens in North Macedonia versus Bulgaria. After that game concludes and after our players get into the lobby, we will have our final game of the night, which is going to be Wales against North Macedonia. If things go our way there in that game, that could be an all-time of a match. But as things currently stand, it's going to be Bulgaria going through instead of Wales. But you just never know. So keep your eyes peeled on that game and keep your eyes peeled on this show as well, because we'll be right back for that very last matchup. Welcome back here for the FIFA E Nations League featuring eFootball here on console. Now, this is the final game coming up here for Wales. And unfortunately, I come with bad news. It means that Wales will not actually be able to qualify through into the top two. Bulgaria were able to come out on top against North Macedonia 3-1. So North Macedonia were able to get a goal back from the 2-0 deficit, but unfortunately not able to find at least a point there to make it happen. Or I think actually North Macedonia had to win. So it was going to be a difficult one either way. But for now, Wales are going to be up against North Macedonia themselves in this final matchup of the evening. Although we can't qualify through, although we can't, make it into the knockouts here, it's still an important match. It's still an opportunity here to build towards the next competition, the next phase of this, whenever it may be, for Wales to try and come out a little bit stronger there in the next phase of this competition. But, we have to take this game as important as it can be and as it deserves to be, of course, against North Macedonia, who also, unfortunately for them, are not able to qualify through either. So it's basically between Italy and Bulgaria, who Italy actually have a game in hand. So actually Italy have confirmed that they've won the group, and then it's going to be Bulgaria in second in the group overall. So really tough, because actually it automatically, I suppose it sort of came down to the fact that Wales actually lost to Bulgaria at the very beginning of the day. Remember that 2-1 loss at the beginning at 6, and ultimately that's what was the decider as the whole thing transpired. So difficult game for us there as well, but hopefully Wales can show what we can do here in this final matchup. And at least if we can't win the group, hopefully we can get or qualify through the group. Hopefully we can get into the top 3. That wouldn't be bad at all. But let's see how things are going to go here. Bit of a consolation game, I suppose. Just one to see who's going to get in the third place in the group, as it's Wales against North Macedonia. Which team is going to come out on top? Who's going to find some success here in this matchup? And who's going to find some success in the future as well, as Hullet gets all the way through there. Nice save from the Macedonian keeper. As Chiellini here can pick up the pieces at the back. Enzo Fernandez back in towards Wesley Sneijder, but not able to find the ball. As North Macedonia are able to come through right here, but not as far as they need to get. As it's intercepted once again. Ruud Hullet. Wesley Sneijder up towards Michael Elise up on the wing. Looks to try and make a skill move happen, but doesn't quite come off for him. Up now towards Ruud Hullet. Heads it down. Out towards the edge of the pitch. Hullet's going to be there again. Here's Sneijder in towards Hullet here. Macedonia have an opportunity, but Buffon is there to clean up. That is fantastic work from Buffon yet again, who has been pretty strong today, I think. Overall, kept Wales in that Italy game for as long as he did, which is really important. And I think there's lots of lessons that Wales can take from this. I'm sure North Macedonia probably think the same as well. How can we improve for maybe not even just this type of competition, but other eFootball competitions as well in the future? How can Wales come out stronger and learn from this experience? As Ruud Hullet here, looking to head it down towards Mbappe. Doesn't quite find him. Mbappe chasing it down. Nicely done there from Vieira, who intercepts up towards Elise. But neither team here able to actually find that opening. A through ball that makes the difference. A run through on goal. Nobody's quite had that chance yet. Mbappe, Sneijder. Looks for an opportunity for a ball. Finds it with Hullet. Hullet takes a touch. Brings it down, but intercepted. Challenged so well from North Macedonia. Absolutely crucial from them there at the back of the pitch, and now they're actually able to come out with something of their own on the top end of the pitch for them. Here is North Macedonia coming through. Good save from Buffon to keep the score level right on the 20-minute mark right there. It looked like North Macedonia were going to have the first goal of the game with the best chance of the game, but Buffon had other ideas. Here's Hullet. Oh, goes back towards Buffon. Hey, oh, we don't want that. Hello, what's going on here? As North Macedonia had an opportunity, but Rijkaard was there to clean up. I don't think Buffon wanted it there at that point of the game. That was quite interesting. Maybe it's some sort of controller issue or something, as we do get to see some of the stats here of this game so far. One shot apiece for both teams, and both, of course, on target as well. That was a little bit of a confusing situation at the back from Wales, but somehow we're okay. at this situation. Nico O'Reilly heads it away. Wesley Sneijder's going to be there to try and get onto it, but no, doesn't quite get there. Out towards the wing here for North Macedonia. Back in towards the middle, but no, not happening for them here. Wesley Sneijder to make a run, try and find a little bit of space. Slows up a little bit. Challenge though, really nicely done. Here is Wesley Sneijder up towards Mbappe, but it's going to go out for a corner here for Wales. We haven't seen a big opportunity for Wales yet in this game, so this could just be it right now. I think got some potential changes coming in for North Macedonia, is it? I'm not too sure here. No changes yet, so it's going to be a corner for Wesley Sneijder to put in here and try and find an opportunity for them. Big save, though, from the Macedonian keeper. Out towards Vieira. Has a go and scores! Patrick Vieira, who's been so solid in midfield for Wales today, cleaning up a lot of the attacks from opposition teams, has an attack of his own, and finds the back of the net with a monstrous strike from outside the box. Buffon is happy, the whole team are happy, and you can see why. That is a fantastic goal from Patrick Vieira. He can find his way into the scorebook for today. And although it won't mean much in the grand scheme of things, that's nice for Wales to get this early goal here and to hopefully be the best team that didn't qualify. This is looking ever more likely. Is Mbappe out towards Elise, tries to get it back towards the goal but didn't quite find it. Hullet tries to win this header as well. Wales have lots of men committed up top, so it's going to give a bit of space for North Macedonia to have some space of their own. Hullet through ball, can't quite get there to the other attacker, unfortunately for them, but Wales were able to hold strong yet again defensively. Here is Hullet. Back towards the midfield, back towards Hullet here for North Macedonia, looking for that ball through. Doesn't find it. Sneijder. Over the top ball, long ball up towards Elise. He can now chase onto this. Looks to cut back onto that preferred left foot, but doesn't end up finding the opportunity to. Well defended there from North Macedonia. We just seem to not have enough in the tank when it comes to attacks to break down this Welsh defence. Very, very strong so far. Apart from a couple of wobbles which we saw earlier, but I have a sneaky suspicion that wasn't user error. As North Macedonia can come on the attack again, right back into the middle. It's well cleared yet again from Wales. Over the top ball that Hullet's not going to quite get to. And as this first half comes towards a close, you can really see how Wales have got lots in the tank in terms of ability. And here is Mbappe looking for the second. Intercepted and challenged well there from the North Macedonian defence. Wesley Sneijder's there. Elise. Only a minute left on the clock, added time here. North Macedonia looking for one more chance in this half to make something happen. Lovely opportunity for a ball which is found. Can they find a goal in the final attack of this first half? They have the ball. They can't quite make anything of it. And Wales deal with it well and keep the scoreline at 1-0 here at the end of this first half. And that's great work here from Wales. Just to be so strong in defence and of course find a really nice goal from Patrick Vieira there in that first half. Pretty even game though overall. I mean, what, 2 shots for Wales there, 2 on target, 1 from North Macedonia, 1 on target, 49 and 51% possession respectively. Wales having not quite as many passes or successful passes as you can see. They've been a bit more quick on the passes in North Macedonia, but Wales definitely have an opportunity here to win this game. Definitely opportunity to just to continue this ability to win this one. North Macedonia have been pretty strong as well. They just haven't quite been able to have the same attacking ability that Wales seem to have going forward. But you never know. I might just live to rue those words as Hullet was through, but well defended yet again from Wales. And here is another opportunity for Wales just to keep hold of the ball. get a bit of possession going. Elise back inside towards Schneider. Up towards Hullet. Vieira's there. Over the top ball towards Mbappe. Not found. Enzo Fernandez. And out towards Nico O'Reilly. Back to Enzo Fernandez. Nice bit of play here from Wales, keeping hold of it. Nico O'Reilly makes the run on the wing. Mbappe's there in the middle, but Nico can't quite get to it. So he's not going to be able to find Mbappe. And now North Macedonia are able to find an attack of their own if it wasn't for Wales' strong defence again. Hullet, Schneider. We know what he can do from a long-range shot. We saw that earlier on. That's one of the highlights of the day, ready for Wales. That beautiful goal. In a very crucial moment for Wales against Slovakia. Rijkaard can clean this up. Buffon over the top there towards Mbappe. Not able to find it, as it does seem like North Macedonia are able to find a little bit of love here in the other end of the pitch for Wales. Elise. Yeah, it's not been easy for either team here to really break anyone down. Ruud Hullet. Over the top, not found there either. Saliba tries to get over to the ball. North Macedonia here have an opportunity. Buffon is there yet again. Very strong hands of Buffon. And keeping Wales in this game. Headed down there, Schneider. Out towards Mbappe. Schneider again, not able to continue that run. As now North Macedonia can have an attack of their own. Again, really great defensive solidity from Wales. Elise, not quite able to get to that one either. 64 minutes on the clock. It's very, very close right now. 1-0 to Wales, but that could change. But no. Try to square it. Did Hullet for North Macedonia, and it just didn't happen for him. Here now comes Elise. Up towards Hullet. Back and forward again. Elise there. Wales have an attack now. In towards Wesley Schneider, who can't quite keep the play moving. That was nice from Wales, though. But, of course, there's going to be space now at the back, which Rijkaard deals with really effectively. But no, Ruud Hullet has an opportunity here. Up towards the North Macedonian attack. Buffon looks to try and save it, which he does. Buffon looked like he was retreating towards the goal right there. You had to imagine that was going to go in. And I do not know how North Macedonia haven't scored there. But Buffon, yet again, is able to find a fantastic save. And that's just really where things are... where games are won for teams, really. You know, for Wales right there, that could be an absolutely crucial situation for Buffon to keep Wales in this game. I mean, that was very shocking, actually. I was very shocked about that. But nice to see Buffon, of course, continuing to do what he does best. And I'm intrigued now. What's actually going to be happening in this game? Are we going to be seeing maybe some different subs from both of our teams? Are we going to be seeing some attacking substitutions, maybe a little bit of experimentation going on potentially for some of our top teams here? Because of course both of these teams can definitely show what they can do here on the big stage. Good practice, good scrimming if you like. Buffon can take this clearance out towards Hullet, out towards Mbappe. Nico O'Reilly's there as well, looking for the return ball to Mbappe over the top. Will find him. Keeper comes out and collects for North Macedonia. They made some big substitutions of North Macedonia. They've brought on Del Piero, taken off Ronaldo. Marmouche is on as well for North Macedonia. Totti as well coming on. Good shot though from Wales. Oh! It's sensational. It is absolutely sensational from Shunsuke Nakamura. Outside the box. Audacious attempt from so far out. And when you least expect it. Wales have now found the second goal of the game. And an immediate impact from one of the substitutions as well. It was one of those where you just think, why not? Maybe if this was a closer game, maybe if this game had more importance, you wouldn't go for that. But my word, that was how it's done. Fantastically found finish And now Hullet can launch another attack. Here's Mbappe. Rafael Leao's running in the middle. Is Mbappe going to go on his own? He's going to cross it towards Leao, but it's well defended from North Macedonia, who can now find themselves in a bit of a pickle here with 10 minutes left on the clock. It's looking like Wales are going to be the best of the teams that don't qualify through to the knockouts, which is heartbreaking in a sense, because it just shows that if we were able to beat Bulgaria at the beginning of the day, things could have been very, very different for us. Of course, not guaranteed that things would have been the same, of course, but I mean, on paper, if we beat Bulgaria, we go through. So just those earlier stages of the competition in each group, concentration is absolutely key. And unfortunately, just missed out in that first game. Only by 1 goal as well. Oh, wow. From one absolutely fantastic goal to another. That took me off guard. Alessandro Del Piero, another one of the substitutions, with a beautiful finish into the top corner as well. Anything you can do, I can do better for Del Piero. And that was another really great finish. And now this has given a bit of second wind here for North Macedonia. Look at them go now. Here we go, finding all sorts of space. Cuts back inside, looks for a shot. Not able to find it. Saliba's going to have to clean things up here. And now this has turned into a bit of a defensive now or never situation for Wales. Hits the post as well. And it looked like Wales were cruising to that third place on the group. But no. North Macedonia are having other ideas. Wesley Sneijder, I think that is, picks it out. Rafael Leao looks to try and get it back inside. North Macedonia have got one more attack to try and bring this game back to a draw. I don't think they're going to be able to do it with only a couple of seconds left on the clock. The referee's going to blow his whistle at any given moment. This is the last attack for North Macedonia. They can't pick up the ball. The header has to be won. They do win it, and they can pick up the ball yet again. They have to do something here, but Rijkaard can win the challenge and can win the game for Wales here in the final matchup of the evening. Wales win the match. Unfortunately, it's only a silver lining, because the big cloud is that we weren't able to qualify through out of the group inside of that top 2. It wasn't going to be easy, of course. Some high-quality teams in this group. They were never going to make it easy for us. As, unfortunately for Wales, they weren't able to qualify through. But fortunately, we were able to go out on a high with a huge win there against North Macedonia. And a good way to end off this group stage competition. Although we don't qualify through, we can, of course, go out with our heads held high in that final match. And of course, then going forward, very even game though. 50-50 possession, 3 shots on target for Wales out of the 3 they had. And of course, the same for North Macedonia. 4 shots and 4 on target. Every single shot they had was indeed on target. So I'd like to see that matchup again. I want to see Wales versus North Macedonia in a situation, in an environment where it actually matters and where both teams are really going for it, because they seem like 2 very well-matched teams there going up against it. And like I mentioned earlier, all Wales really had to do was to beat Bulgaria early on in the competition. Not an easy task, of course. They were fantastic, but you know, if that 2-1 could have been a different story, then the overall group could have been a different story as well. I want to take a look at some of the highlights, of course, from that final game. Let's see how things transpired there. Once again, it was a tight game overall, and then Wales, of course, were able just to find that opening goal to open up the floodgates a little bit for a couple of goals. And then, of course, North Macedonia were able to come back into it. But let's relive some of those moments. This was a crazy one. What happened here? I don't know what happened there. Rijkaard tried to clear it. Hullet was all the way back there. Actually, a really nice challenge in the end from Rijkaard to keep the score at 0-0. And it was always coming, wasn't it, for Wales? And this was a great finish from Vieira. I mean, this game overall just was... The only goals were long-range, audacious, crazy attempts, it seemed like. And as soon as Vieira got that goal, it just felt like Wales were on the back foot a little bit towards the back end of this first half. Like it seemed to have been in one of the other games as well. It just seemed like Wales going into the half-time break needed that half-time break to then come out of the gates a little bit stronger in the second half. And also, must be said that Buffon was having an absolute blinder in this game. This was the save right here. Looked like Buffon was retreating too far back, but closed down the gap so well and made that fantastic save. And this was the goal. This was the best goal of the game, I think. Look at that. Long range, curled, top corner. Don't mind if I do. And this was another opportunity here as well, but of course cut out. And it was this moment right here where you just think, hang on a sec, maybe North Macedonia could have got back into this game. They had something to hold on to, something to look at in the game. And they had this one crazy flurry of attacks at the end of the game, hitting the post there at the end. And then, of course, the final attack they had didn't come to anything. But that was a game that had it all. And unfortunately, it didn't mean anything. If that game meant something, that would have been one of the all-timer games that we've watched here on the FIFAe World Cup Nations League. But it's been fun. I've really enjoyed the competition today. It's a shame that we weren't able to, of course, qualify through into the knockouts, and I'm sure it's going to be a great knockout competition. So if you guys are looking to keep up with a lot of that, then make sure to go check out each country's watch parties and streams that they're all doing if you want to see how things go there. But that's it here for the FIFAe World Cup Nations League. That was the third and final week for the Nations League. I'm sure there'll be plenty more competition for eFootball coming very shortly. I've personally really enjoyed commentating along the action with you guys as well. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for it as well, and we'll see you all in the next one.